Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSR YouTube channel and the Season 5 finale of the Burton Albion Road to Glory. We have still got plenty to play for, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Come and help us on our way to 700 in the near future and 1,000 in 2025. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Get yourself down in the comments as well. Let me know if you've enjoyed season number 5 and where you think we'll finish in season number 6. And also, if you haven't already, the links to my Twitch and Discord are also down below. This is the situation in the Premier League. Man City are your Premier League champions. They've only got 3 games to go. They are miles in front. The important stuff is we're second, 3 games to go on 68. Ahead of Spurs, Chelsea and Liverpool. They've all got a game in hand. We currently have a 9-point gap back to Liverpool. So it's in our hands. We just need to win 1, maybe 2 games, and we will secure our Champions League spot for season number 6. And that is exactly what we wanted to achieve in this season. So it looks like we're going to do that. Burnley, Everton and Southampton, the teams facing the drop. Burnley already doomed and down. Your calendar for the final 5 games of the season. First up, it is the second leg of the semi-final against Feyenoord. We are 2-1 up going into that one. We've got it all to do, but it is in our hands for a spot in the Europa League final. Then West Ham away, Everton away, Liverpool at home to finish the season. Hopefully, a Europa League final just to sprinkle in there for good measure. We're going for the Champions League. We're going for another spot in a European final. We're going for back-to-back European finals. Can we do it? Tune in, buckle up. It's Feyenoord against Burton. That is your game number 1 of season, the finale of season number 5. So, without further ado, let's get into it. European nights under the lights at the Pirelli. We've got used to this in the last couple of seasons, and we are hoping to go one step further. The first leg was nervy. It was edgy, and we luckily got away with a 2-1 victory. But we've got it all to do as Feyenoord are coming forward early, looking to instantly get themselves back on level terms and back in the game, and that is just wide. Defensively in that last game, we were a bit shaky. We're going to have to take our chances. We're going to have to be clinical today. Plays in. Karazanga, good block from Pereira. Needed that as he wound up the shot. Really good, strong boot from Pereira to get the ball wide. Humphries now to Dazan. Brilliant tackle. Yeah, we've just been a bit sluggish in these open exchanges, but we've got a chance to come forward now through that man, Tariq Arconte. And Tariq Arconte has bent his run. He's going to shoot across the keeper. Goal! Against the run of play, like it was in the first leg, but it doesn't matter. Tariq Arconte has given us the lead to extend the lead on aggregate to 3-1. And we have 1 foot in that Europa League final. Again, Feyenoord have been the side that has shown the early pace, but we've defended very, very well in the opening 11 or so minutes, and Tariq Arconte does what he does best. Counter-attacking goal, powers the ball with his right foot past the keeper. 1-0 to the Brewers. Serrano just barreling down this far right-hand side. Just plays it back into Haas, and Haas will try and get it into Arconte. Arconte's just trying to battle with his man. He's not going to give this up, though. Feyenoord potentially have a chance to come forward. Again, we just need to be compact and constructors. We're just trying to show the man down the outside, but Feyenoord have done well to break out of the press, and Tizan now plays it into Karazanga, back to Tizan, and Pereira's there again. Tell you what a signing he has proved to be. It's probably a player that we've not spoken too much about, realistically, but we had to shore up that shaky defence from last season where we conceded so many goals, and he has been a massive, massive part of that. Wonderful football from Feyenoord again, as they're just looking to try and break us down, and Roma Guest is going to have to try and come across. Serrano now doing some defensive duties. Feyenoord looking for that lifeline, looking for that goal. And they're not going to get it this time because, again, Humphries is just there. But we've made a mistake. Humphries has given the ball away. Chance. Oh, my God, it's not. Oh, Humphries, you lucky, lucky boy. Is that a save in the first place from Kippers, potentially? Oh, my word. What an opportunity for Feyenoord to get into the game. Humphries did brilliantly the first time, then just gifts the ball away. We've been pulled inside and out here. We're looking a little bit on the ropes here. Haas gets back. Finally, we get the ball away. But Jesus, that was close. Rano now. Again, just coming inside. Goes to Willy Boving. Willy Boving takes a touch. Has a shot. Good save again. Can Arconte keep this in play? No, it will be a corner. Nervy first half this has been. Again, we're going to try and put this ball into the box. Mikey Moore's just going to zip the ball in and try and find Tariq Arconte at the back post and can't. Serrano will be able to reset this ball, though. Does reset this ball. We're going to try and dink the ball over to the top and try and find a Burton Albion head. We can't. Haas can reset the ball again. We'll go all the way back to the skipper, Mark Leonard. Mark Leonard's going to try and find Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's going to have a speculative shot from distance, and that is just over. Where's one? Referee says no foul there. Now we've just got to try and get through to half-time unscathed. 1 minute added on. Feyenoord have a chance to potentially get that lifeline back before half-time. It would be pretty cruel on us, and it is going to go wide. It is going to be a corner. We've played 2.5 of the 1 minute added. Questions will be asked of the referee if this one goes, and I'm sure Zaina's going to try and get up, and Aina does get up, and referee, surely that is half-time. Still hasn't blown his whistle. Almost gifting Feyenoord another chance to get the ball into the box. They will get the ball into the box. Aina can't get there. They're going to have a shot. Goal. We played 4 minutes. Additional time in the second half of one played. And Feyenoord have their goal. Maybe they've deserved it, but it's disgraceful from the referee. There's no way 3 extra minutes should have been added. I know it's a minimum, but that is an absolute disgrace. Feyenoord have been given a lifeline. We still need 3-2 on the night, but it's 1-1. Start the second half, Serrano finds Guest. I'm still a little bit bitter about how that first half ended, I won't lie. We're trying to put it right here through Haas and Leonard. Back to Haas, back to Serrano down the wing. Just going to try and square it back. Can we find a man? We'll find Leonard on the edge of the box. Leonard can have a shot, but it's going to be blocked. Aina can get there first. No, he can't. Yeah, I'm really not happy about that first half situation and the referee's decision to play all of that additional time. As Aina is still just powering back and stretching his legs. Serrano, sensational again from him. He's had a really, really good game of football as he's trying to drive to the box. Can he go alone? Does! Oh my word! I tip my hat, sir. At times he hasn't looked like the full player that we expected when we signed him. But in the last few games, and tonight in particular, he has been special. He just seems to have an extra yard of pace tonight. I don't know where it's come from, but what a finish that is. What a solo goal. And I feel like some justice has been served. He just runs past everyone, beats the keeper at the near post, says thank you very much. We're back 2-1 ahead, 4-2 on aggregate. And my anger towards the referee has gone. Feyenoord will not give up this fight. They've got a chance to come forward again. Humphries is trying to get across, can't. Keep us with a massive save to keep the scoreline at 2-1 and keep that 2-goal advantage on aggregate. A huge, huge save from the Burton Albion, number 1 on loan from Brentford. Ball will come into the box now, and Pereira will try and clear the ball. He's not the biggest in the centre half in the world. They can get a chance to reset it here as our Conte is doing some defensive joke. Boving's doing some. We've got every single man behind the ball trying to stop this turning into another goal for the away side. And the skipper does brilliantly. Mikey Moore's there to mop up. And now we've got a chance to potentially counter-attack. Mikey Moore gets a little bit lucky, finds Boving. Boving's going to try and play it into Serrano. Serrano now waiting for the lap of Roman Guest, and this is wonderful football for Burton Albion. It's Boving. Boving's going to have a shot from distance, and that's going to be wide. It would have been something quite special. 1 minute left of the 90 just to try and see this out. And we are going to be into a Europa League final as Bennett has a shot. Only 1 minute added on. Maybe the referee will play 6 this time. No. Get it away. And the referee does blow the whistle. And we are in to back European finals, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-1 win on the night. And I think we've deserved it over 2 legs. We were pretty good tonight, so apart from the referee gifting them the opportunity to score a goal. We were absolutely faultless, and we are in to the Europa League final in our first ever time in the competition. We won the Conference League last year. We're going to have a chance to win back-to-back European titles. It finishes 2-1 on the night. Burton 4, Feyenoord 2 on aggregate. Welcome to a Bubblefield London Stadium for match number 2 of the season finale. And the simple equation is, win today, we secure our place in the Champions League for next season, no matter what happens in that Europa League final. It is in our hands. We can do it today, make history for this football club yet again. Put another chink in our armour as Guest is coming forward and just plays it back to the edge to Mark Leonard. The skipper has a shot from distance. Oh, that would have been the perfect start. Mark Leonard, again, another player that's been really, really solid for us this season with an opening chance to give us the lead, but it just goes wide. We'll just try and find Boving, and Boving will go to Serrano. Serrano will go back to Boving. Boving's going to go one more to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's got a chance here. Good block. Had to get that in, because otherwise that's probably sailing into that top left-hand corner. We never score from corners. Remember that. Mikey Moore pings the ball into the box. Tries to find Roman, gets at the front post, and they've actually won a ball from a header, and that's a rarity in itself, but unfortunately it just goes wide. Mikey Moore just being patient, just waiting for an opportunity to come forward. Finds Leonard. Leonard again. We'll try and play one more to our Conte. One more. Oh, no. Serrano had a great opportunity. West Ham have defended really, really well in that last final third as Aina absolutely sends his man for a hot dog. Plays the ball into our Conte. Plays it into Boving. Boving back to our Conte. Conte's going to have another shot. Another block. That final product for West Ham in that defensive area has been wonderful for them today. Moore puts the ball into the box. Tries to find Roman Guest again, but can't only run into the ball, but it is one-way traffic at the London Stadium. Oh, no. West Ham in. Kai Havertz. Score. No. Good save from Kippers the first time West Ham have really had a chance to come forward with the ball, and Kai Havertz is the man Again, he's caused us quite a few problems in this career mode every time we've come up against him for some reason. Not today, though, and now we've got a chance to counter-attack because Mikey Moore has won the ball and he can play it into our Conte, and our Conte is just going to look for the overlapping run. This time it's from Serrano, and Serrano, the man in form, the man we've not given a lot of praise for this season, has a chance to give us the lead, does. He is fighting for that opportunity for a contract. His loan finishes in just a few weeks' time, and clearly is fighting for that badge and fighting for the opportunity to stay at the club. Whether we offer him a contract, I do not know. Whether we'll have the money to offer him a contract, I do not know. But he is doing absolutely everything he can to make us think about it, and he gives us the lead and potentially puts us into the Champions League for next season. Inside, plays it into our Conte. Conte turns his man. Our Conte, he's still in that golden boot race, remember? Oh, what a save that is. Yeah, and I would love our Conte to win it. We're not going to force it. It's Mikey Moore score! Forget about Tariq Conte. It's all about this man on screen. What a finish that is. Sticks his fingers in the ears to the boos of the West Ham fans. Oh my word. What a goal that is. We were just saying about how we're trying to get our Conte the golden boot, and Mikey Moore stuck it on a postage stamp. What a finish. Again, surely he couldn't again. He's got a pocket of space. He's going to have a pop again. A really good block from Locatelli in the midfield. So West Ham just look shell-shocked at the minute. They look like they're giving up. Their heads are already on the beach. Our heads firmly are on us as Mikey Moore's going to have another chance here. And again, I think the defenders are the only ones actually trying here for West Ham because they've been absolutely woeful. I'll tell you that as Efe Guerrero has got a chance to come forward and Mohamed Kudus is onside and tries to place it in. Why has he shot so early? He's got so much space to just run into, and Kippers makes a good save, don't get me wrong, but it's really poor from Mohamed Kudus. Start of the second half, and starting it as we finished with an opportunity to come forward. It's Boving. Plays it like, oh my God, oh, he's offside. What a finish and what a run that was. He couldn't have been far offside. The vision was absolutely superb. As Boving and Conte linked up again, how close was this to being onside? Oh no, it's not close at all. He's completely past it. It's a lovely finish though. If it wasn't for their defensive resilience, I try to think what this scoreline may be. They're coming forward again. And Locatelli has a shot from distance. That's going to be a West Ham corner. 60 minutes into this one. Still got some work to do here. We don't want to give them a sniff and let them back into this game. Pereira's going to try and win that ball. Can't win that ball, but Haas can win that ball and can just run this ball clear. We'll find Mikey Moore, and we're now going to try and go for the counter-attack. That's really poor, though. Conte does really well to hold up for Serrano. Serrano's in here. Serrano can potentially get the second of the game and kill it for the Champions League. It is all but confirmed. We are going to be playing Champions League football next season for the first time in the club's history. And that man on screen, or those men on screen, shall I say, have played a large part in it. Absolutely perfection in the capital from the Brewers. And our goal for the season is ticked off. We are heading for the Champions League in season number 6. Oh, a bit late from the skipper, Mark Leonard. And I think he will go into the book here. Not the prettiest challenge you'll ever see, but should only be a yellow. It is only a yellow. Thank God for that. If that will make some substitutions. Just rest some of these players. We've got that big Champions League final coming up, and I need absolutely everybody fully fit for that one, so we're not going to take any risks here whatsoever. Chance for West Ham to get a little consolation late on. No, they've missed. Kai Havertz couldn't score in a brothel. Absolutely woeful again. And that is just about West Ham in a nutshell. Got 3 minutes left of normal time as Serrano is coming down this right-hand side and going to put it back to Boving. Fernandez to our Conte, who's going for that golden boot. Like we said earlier, it's another big, big save. Just not been our Conte's day. He could have had a couple. We could have had 6 or 7. Brannigan into Serrano. Plays in our Conte. Our Conte this time, surely no. He's just not going to score today. But it is going to be 3 points for the Brewers, and that will secure our spot in the Champions League. It's been a long, hard season. We've still got 2 games to go. They will both be sim because we will play the Europa League final. But we have been absolutely faultless for last parts of the season. If we'd have started a little bit early with this form, we may have been closer to Manchester City. They are deserved winners. Well, we're still fighting for runners-up, but it is Champions League football secure. Season number 6. So the second to last game of the season, Everton away. Fully fit squad. We're going to play everyone in this game. We've got a bit of space now just to keep everyone fit, everyone as sharp as they can be. Hopefully, Conte can score a goal and get himself firmly in that title booty race. It's a 1-1 draw, but the good news is Conte does get his goal on 77, so a point away from home. Again, Champions League's already secured, but at least Conte got the goal. The stage is set. We have a chance for European glory yet again and to write our name in the history books. It is Royal Antwerp against Burton Albion for the Europa League as the players walk out past the trophy. Skipper has a little glance at it. We are 90 minutes, potentially more, away from lifting that trophy and being back-to-back European champions before we head to the promised land of the Champions League. Game is underway. Antwerp get the game kicked off, kicking from left to right in this first half. And their traditional red and white. Burton in there, traditional yellow and black. In these wet, dreary conditions, and it's not the conditions I wanted to see. It's typically, this hasn't gone well for us in these conditions as Pereira puts in a massive block early on. Yeah, these conditions don't typically suit our fluid style of football, but we will not get the excuses out early. We've got a chance to come forward through our Conte. Conte's driving into the box, and can he square it back? He's looking for a player. He's looking for the man on the edge. He's going to go all the way to Roman Guest. Roman Guest is going to go to Michael Moore. Michael Moore with a chance early on, but good save from Leroy in the Antwerp goal. Both sides looking with attacking intent early in this one. Serrano into Haas. Haas into Conte. Conte can turn this man. Conte can maybe get a shot away from here. Leroy again with a big left hand. Burton putting on the pressure early in this one, looking to set the pace as Mikey Moore whips the ball into the box. He tries to find Roman Guest at the front post. And again, it's an upper opportunity. We've got to take these opportunities, no matter whether they're half or full. A good header from Roman Guest as well. Antwerp have a corner. They may look to take this short. They will take the short. Serrano's the man that is going to try and just stop the ball coming into the box, and can't stop the ball coming into the box. And it's a chance, and it's a free header for Udo, who can't put it goalwards. Both sides absolutely going for it. It's not going to be one of those games where sides play for extra time, that is for sure. Serrano into Boving. Boving trying to beat his man. Does well to dive past the challenge. It's Mikey Moore now. Mikey Moore will play it into Aina. Aina's going to go back to Conte. Conte now with a chance to give us the lead in the final. Does! What a moment that is. We will not get carried away. There is a long way to go, 70 minutes to go, but Tariq Conte has given us the lead in the Europa League final. It's probably been deserved. The away fans go absolutely nuts. It is a glorious finish. The most composed man in the stadium. We have the lead. Chance again for the Brewers to come forward. Serrano's. The defender makes a late challenge. It's a good job we didn't make contact there, because otherwise he's off. It's Boving for 2-0. No, what a save it is again from Leroy. It is going to be another Burton Albion corner, though. Can we create anything from this time? Mikey Moore this time just going to try and get one further. Try and find Pereira. Can't find Pereira. Antwerp just needs to ride this wave. Because at the minute, it is only one side that looks like scoring, and it is the boys in yellow. Janssen, this is dangerous. Can't get the tackle. Oh, my God. Pereira's run straight past the ball. Just as we have said, there's only one side that looks like scoring. Antwerp have a glorious opportunity to level the scores as Conte trying to get on the end of that ball, and does get on the end of that ball. Can he find Boving? No, just hold the ball up. That's just a bit rushed. That's the first signs of just a bit of complacency, a bit of nerves kicking in. Humphreys with a massive challenge, but Valencia's still got the ball. This is a chance for Antwerp to potentially get something. There's going to be another shot. There's the goal. Oh, it's so stupid from us. Udo, who missed the header earlier in the half, gets Antwerp back level on the score. We've only got ourselves to blame. It's really, really sloppy. We just couldn't get across in time. It's a really good finish. Kippers can't get down quick enough. And if we thought this was going to be an easy run, it's not. Antwerp are back level. Pass. Plays in Serrano. Can Serrano get there? He hasn't quite got the legs, I don't think. And no. Defender does really well and is really calm and cool to stop that becoming anything. And now Pereira's got to get back, and Udo's there. And Kippers has got to try and come out and claim this ball. Oh my God, is he in his box? He is. In the blink of an eye on the stroke of half time, we're 2-1 down. What are we doing? Kippers has had to come out. He's had to commit. He stops the chip, and Antwerp have just tapped the ball into the back of the net, and we have absolutely capitulated in the Europa League final. I cannot believe we've gone 2-1 down. Kippers does really well to not only set his box, but then stick a hand up, and it just falls back to him, and it's so jammy. The Burton fans behind that goal cannot believe what they've just seen. Conte. Start the second half. Boving, Serrano. We need an early goal. And we need it quick. Haas, Leonard, Moore. Nowhere to go. Again, Antwerp are just going to put players behind the ball now, and this is going to be... I've got a feeling this is going to be an awfully tough 45 minutes. Haas does really well. Finds Moore. Moore. Can he play in Boving? No, he can't. Again, it's just going to be 11 men behind this football for 45 minutes, I think. Mikey Moore just looking to try and make something happen here. We need an opportunity. We need our superstar to be on form. Can we go one more? It's Boving. It's back on the edge to Serrano. Serrano, the player, nearly dives in, thinks about diving in. It's still Serrano. The chance is still on here for the Brewers. It's Boving. He shoots and scores! Come on! It's that man, Willy Boving. And what a finish that is. On the 63rd minute, we had to be so patient. We are back on level terms in the Europa League final. And we are still alive and kicking here. What a finish that is from William Boving. Long way to go. It's to Desmond. Moore can just be patient and just try and get himself down that byline. Does really well. It's into Arconte. Arconte, can he beat his man? Goes to Haas. What a challenge that is. God, he had to get that right. We can reset though. Serrano. Down this right-hand side. Cuts back. Goes to Haas on the edge. Haas loves a goal from distance. No, good save from Leroy again, who has been Antwerp's best player by a mile. So we just look to force the ball long, and Antwerp do have to take the ball long. Guess can now just be patient. Plays in Serrano. Serrano's on side here. Serrano with a glorious opportunity. It's Boving. Boving can shoot. Boving to give us the lead. It's going to fall to Mikey Moore, is it? No, oh my God, what a challenge that is. Nearly kicks Mikey Moore's head off. Leonard can just try and reset though. Moore. Arconte. This for the lead of the Europa League final. I nearly said Champions League. I'm already thinking about next season. He's bloody missed. Oh, we've still got 10 minutes to make it happen. Antwerp looking to break Burton Albion hearts, but not this time, as Nicholas Barnett should have the pace. Can he get the second ball? Can get the second ball. It's into Boving. Can Boving find a Burton Albion player? Finds Roman Guest. We've got 3 minutes to go of normal time. This is to win the Europa League. It's Haas. It's Moore. It's Arconte. Arconte's in. Arconte shoots. Arconte scores. Absolute limbs. We may have just won the Europa League. I'm nearly out of my seat. I am nearly out of my seat. Oh, my word. I thought Tariq Arconte's touch got away from him. I think we just won the Europa League. Oh, here, I thought it got away. Oh, what a finish. We've just got to hold on. What a moment. I think we've done it. We've done it. Tariq Arconte, you are a Burton Albion legend, a hero, an absolute icon. Build that man a statue 30 foot high in the air made of pure gold. Because a Tariq Arconte brace has given us a 3-2 win. We have come from 2-1 down in the second half. And we are going to lift the Europa League trophy. God, we had to work hard for that. I don't think I've ever tried as hard in a game of football as that. We are back-to-back European champions, ladies and gentlemen, in season number 5. As the lads take to the stage and the skipper will lift the trophy. Mark Leonard will lift the famous Europa League trophy. Oh my word, back-to-back European titles. Here comes the skipper. He is going to stand and he is going to hold that trophy into the night sky. Burton Albion win the Europa League in season number 5. What a moment for this football club. What a moment for the fans. And what a moment for this Road to Glory career mode. I'm absolutely delighted. Champions League football secured. Europa League secured. What a season that has been. The last game of the season against Liverpool, we will simulate. No changes to the squad. I don't care about this result. We really don't care. It's a 3-2 loss. Ferguson gave the goal. Hutchinson got a goal. Arconte did get a final goal of the season. Ferguson before Boving got him back. It's a 3-2 defeat. But let's have a season wrap up. Let's see where we finished in the league. Did we win the Golden Boot? And let's just enjoy the final bit of season number 5. First things first, though, of course, it is the trophy lift. We are back on the streets of Burton-upon-Trent for another Champions Parade as the Europa League is going to be held aloft, and we are going to party deep into the night. It is another trophy to add to the collection and another European one. We are becoming somewhat of a European giant And we're going to go into the biggest of the next, into the Champions League. A look at the final league standings, and we do finish runners-up. Man City are your champions, clear of the rest, and easily the best. We finished second, a point ahead of Chelsea. Spurs take the final spot ahead of Liverpool and Newcastle. So very, very tight in the end, but 72 points. We lost 10 games. We can improve on that next season. Goal difference of plus 37, though. That was absolutely massive. We only conceded 43 goals, the third lowest in the league. Towards the bottom, the sides that are relegated are Burnley, Everton, and Wolves. Southampton stayed up on the last day of the season. They were in that relegation zone for a long, long time. Your FA Cup winners were Chelsea. They beat Leyton Orient in the final. How did Leyton Orient get to the final of that competition? Arsenal win the Carabao Cup. The Super Cup was won by Juventus against PSG. The Champions League final I don't think would have taken place. It's going to be Napoli against Borussia Dortmund. There, of course, we win the Europa League. The Conference League was won by Eintracht Frankfurt. And we'll have a little look at the other grounds, the other tables around the country. Up from the Championship, Brentford with 106 points are back in the promised land with the Leeds United. The playoffs will be Sheffield United, Forest, West Brom and Middlesbrough relegated from the Championship in season number 5, Bolton, Derby and Millwall. In League One, it is Portsmouth with 102 points who win the league. Plymouth also joining them. Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford, Reading and Peterborough will be your sides for the playoffs to go up to the Championship. Northampton, Crawley, Cambridge and Notts County going down. And in League 2, it is Wickham who win it on 98 points with Port Vale and Carlisle also joining them on the promotion party, and virtually relegated are Morecambe and Newport County. And the other good news, Tariq Alconte wins the Golden Boot, a goal ahead of Erling Haaland, so that goal on the last day of the season secured that for Tariq Alconte. 25 goals. William Boving came third. Absolutely sensational in the assist. Boving and Alconte both up there with 16 and 10 respectively. Kippers wins the Golden Glove. You absolutely love to see that's all round nearly the perfect season. That is all she wrote for season number 5. Season number 6 will be the last season of the Burton Albion Road to Glory. We're going to go for absolute broke or bust to try and either win the Premier League or the Champions League. But season 6 will be the last season of this save. You don't want to miss it. There'll be a huge rebuild coming your way next week where we will look to splash some cash. Hopefully the board will give us the budget we need to build that squad for the Champions League and for the Tires. I'll see you very soon for the start and the final season number 6.